Our success and validation does not come from our Instagram following. It comes from you. So remember that you are your business. You are the thing. And I think about that often, like when I think about names for things, or like, what should I call this program? Or what should I call this? Or what should I, how should I brand that? It's like, it actually doesn't matter, because it's not the branding, it's you. That's what people are attracted to. That's what people want to get into the energy of, want to learn from. It's you. It's not your brand. Yeah, that's an element that pulls people in, but ultimately it's not that. Welcome, Badass Manifester. I am so glad you are here. I'm your host and head coach, Ashley Gordon, master mindset and manifestation biz expert, founder of the Quantum Coaching certification, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur obsessed with empowering you to create quantum leaps in your energy, your life, and your business. This is the show to help you make magic your everyday normal, where the ripple effect is real and the guest experts are world class. My mission is to power your conscious and subconscious mind with manifestation teachings, business tools, and coaching techniques to put your potential into action. Consider this your weekly up level. Are you ready for quantum transformation? Let's do this. Hello, my badass manifesting friends, my quantum coaches. I'm so excited for a solo. What a week it was. Some of you guys know my Instagram was hacked. That's right. My Instagram was hacked. So I'm going to give you the whole story on that. The learnings, all the things. There's so much there. How I got it back. I'm going to tell you the whole thing, fill you in. But before I dive in, I want to make a few announcements. One, we're bringing something back to the podcast that I am super excited about. I'm going to be reading some reviews. So if you leave a 5-star review for the podcast, there's a potential that I will shout you out on our solo episodes. So I am going to read an amazing review, and then I'm going to invite you to an event that I'm hosting, a completely free event that I'm bringing back by popular demand. Manifest 5-figure months like a world-class coach. It's so good. Okay, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I want to shout out Lucy at Pray Coffee Coach. She wrote, Ash is purposeful, thoughtful, always. I was feeling so unaligned and disassociated from the universe for the past few weeks, and I kept crying out to the universe for help to get me back. Manifest with Ash was whispered to me, and I was like, oh my God, yes. I discovered Ashley in 2019 and always get so connected to the universe when listening. That makes me so happy. So I started from episode 1 and listened, and oh my God, the timing of it all gave me chills. I won't tell you the whole story, but I've been binge listening for 3 days now. That's awesome. And I was awakened at 2 a.m. the next morning after listening to the episode that shook my spirit the day before, and I was me again. Yay! Oh my God, I don't know where I was, but your podcast has been bringing me back. I'm grounded and back in my awareness of universe and energetic power. Ashley, truthfully, thank you so much for always showing up in your calling. Oh, I love you and honor you and cherish you in all your existence. Wow, that is so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. I chose this one because it was about her story, about how she was feeling unaligned and came back to herself and to the universe and feeling that connection again. And that happens, you guys. Sometimes we fall off, and we are all here to guide each other back. And so I'm just so happy that you were able to plug into this and feel that connection again. That makes my heart so happy. So thank you so much, Lucy at Pray Coffee Coach. Yay. And then we're going to shout out to Zookeeper 485, changing my life, 5 stars. I'm only 19 years old. This is so cool. I'm only 19 years old and I love this podcast. It has encouraged me to add an additional degree to my college career in nutrition. Wow. Ashley is literally changing the way I see the world and myself, and it's so important for people my age to see who they are and who they're going to be and who they can be if they manifest it. I've shared this podcast with my friends, and now we all are in a group and meditate, and we're manifesting what we want in life. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. and pursuing our passions instead of sticking with the basic idea of graduating high school and going straight to college. I'm so grateful that I discovered this podcast during one of the hardest periods of my life, and I can't wait to get through the whole podcast and catch up and see where it takes me and what I can learn. Whew, wow. Okay, so the message that's coming through from these 2 reviews, thank you so much, Zookeeper. What's coming through is that you never know who you can help when you finally are brave enough to share your truth and your voice. And sharing my voice, as you guys know, if you've listened for a long time, has been quite the journey. And it is for a lot of people. It's actually something that my husband and I are working on for him right now, being able to speak up and say what you mean in the moment is another way of sharing your voice, right? So I'm just so grateful for you guys listening. Thank you so, so much. And if you wouldn't mind leaving a review, we don't actually have any reviews for 2022 yet. So it would mean the absolute world to me if you just took a moment. You can only write reviews on the Apple Podcast app. So if you just go there and just hit the 5 stars, share a little message about how this podcast has helped you and impacted you, it would really mean so much to me, and I would love to shout you out. Okay, now, Manifest 5-Figure Months is coming up. This is a completely free event. This will help you if you are a coach. For sure, we're going to talk about really building 6-figure coaching belief systems, right? Because creating a 6-figure business in general really requires 6-figure belief systems, releasing those that are not serving you, stepping into the ones that do. So on day 1, I'm going to share the Receive Like a Quantum Coach money method, and you're going to get clarity on what's blocking you from signing more clients right now. And whatever business you're in, for making more sales right now, this will help you. Day 2, discover how to rewire your energy and align your thoughts to create a 6- and 7-figure business. Day 3, learn how to receive at the quantum level and maximize yourself for max transformation and success. We're going to have so much fun. The event is going to be February 7th, 8th, and 9th, and registration opens today. So the link will be in the show notes waiting for you. It will also be the link in my bio, and I can't wait to have you guys as part of the event. Okay. Also, once you register, tag me, but you'll see my handle's weird because I'm dealing with a hacked handle right now. All right, I'm going to get into the story. So, my Instagram was hacked. Yeah, something I never thought would happen. Happened. Okay, so what are you going to do about it? Well, let me just tell you the story first. So I was riding so high. I was feeling on top of the world this day. I was feeling so good. It was a Sunday, and it's my day with my husband. We're just hanging out. We're going food shopping. We're doing our regular Sunday routine. And I'm waiting for him. He's showing a property. I'm waiting for him in the car, and I'm just on Instagram, and I did a story. And I get a message from someone that I know and like and trust, someone who is an author, someone who has sent me their book, and I talk to them in the DMs quite frequently. And when you get a DM from somebody, you're seeing their name. You're not seeing their handle. And so I get a message, and this person basically says, hey, I am wanting to get verified on Instagram, and apparently you have to send verification links out to 15 people. Can I send one to you? And I was like, sure. I literally didn't think twice about it. I was like, absolutely. She's an author. She's published. I know she has press. Yeah, for sure. So she sends me the link, and I immediately she's like, just send it back to me. And so I immediately just copy and paste it and send it back to this person. And in about 5 seconds, I was logged out of my account, and I knew what happened in that moment. I was like, shit. I just sent someone my password reset. I did that. So I was really upset because I knew what happened. I was so upset. I started crying. I started hyperventilating. I was like, oh my God, my Instagram was just stolen. It was literally just stolen. In 5 seconds, They took my name. They took my, they changed my email. They changed my password. They changed the 2-factor authentication. There was not a way to get back in. Plus, I was like shaking and I felt like so like upset over this that I couldn't even read straight. I couldn't even think straight. I didn't even know what to do. I like had no idea what to do. And Instagram support is not super wonderful. So it's like I was trying to report it from another account that I had, but it wasn't letting me. It's like so bizarre. It was so scary. It was so not cool. It was so like messed up. And so I was shaking. I didn't know what to do. I called my best friend. She's like, okay, listen, like this is not life or death. Like you're going to be okay. Everything's okay. And everything's fine. So she's trying to calm me down and she sends me the thing that I need to follow from like the Instagram help page or whatever. But I'm still like having trouble reading because I'm so upset. And next thing I know, I'm getting messages. Is this you? Is this you? Your account is hacked. Or like, should I click this? Are you asking me for this? Because the hacker went in and did the same thing to other people saying, hey, can I send you a link for verification or whatever? And some people did it and then they got locked out of their accounts and they got hacked too. So if you get a message from someone that asks to send you a link, don't do it. What I thought might have happened, from the hacker side is like they have a blank login screen. They're typing in my Instagram name and they're clicking forgot password. And when you do that, Instagram texts you, hey, you forgot your password, reset your password here. So that's what happened. And I was embarrassed, like very, very embarrassed that I was not present in that moment that I got that link. Because if I just would have been a little bit more present, I would have seen that that link was a password reset link. And I would have known that that was not legit. And I was beating myself up because I was just not present in that moment thinking about anything other than just sending the link back to the person, right? So lesson number 1 was be present, okay? It's just so easy to be busy. It's so easy to just be on your phone quickly. You're doing things quickly on your phone all the time. Someone asks you for something. You don't think it's a big deal. And then it turns out your Instagram account gets hacked. So cool. Got it. Presence, check. The second piece of this is that I realized that if I had to start from 0 on Instagram, that would really suck. And I could do it if I really wanted to. It has taken me, so people message me like from over the years, people have messaged me like, how do you have so many followers? Like, I mean, we have 20,000 followers, I believe. I have to look. But I've been asked that question, like, how do you have so many followers? Like, I've literally put out content for years. Like, I have shared for years. That Instagram account has been the Instagram account that I had since I started. Like, if you were to scroll all the way back, you would see my very first post. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. So anyway, if I had to start over, I knew that I could. You know why? Because I believe that my business is Instagram proof. And what I mean by that is I have no doubt that I would still have a thriving, growing business even if I had to start at 0 again on Instagram. It doesn't mean that I want to do that. I definitely don't. But it's because I've spent years of building rapport with my community through trust over many platforms, serving many clients, such as obviously I have an amazing podcast, right, with incredible community. And all of you listening, we have almost 800,000 downloads on this podcast. That's amazing. That's mind-blowing. So I feel as though if I came on here and I told you guys I started a brand new Instagram, that you would follow me and you would want to be part of the community that we have going on and growing. And also, we have a really engaged Facebook community. If you're not in there, our Facebook group is called Big Coach Energy. And that's where I do a lot of my live events, free events at. That's where the Manifest 5-Figure Months event will be held at. And so between our email list that has over 12,000 subscribers, our podcasts, our Facebook, we have Pinterest. I decided a long time ago to treat my business as an ecosystem, right? And an ecosystem all feeds off of each other. And so I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, right? I love Instagram. I spend most of my time on Instagram, in the social media world, right? And I don't want an Instagram business. And that was a huge learning for me. I have the chills because building a sustainable business is not about putting all of your eggs in just one basket. And I'm not saying you have to have a YouTube channel and a podcast and this and that all at one time. The way that I've built this, it was very much so one step at a time, right? First, we did the Facebook group. That was the first thing I ever created. Then I changed over my Instagram. And then I started a podcast later. And then I started to invest in Pinterest. And then I started to build the email list. So it all started happening one project at a time. And so if you are building your business and you're looking at other people and you're like, man, they have all these things set up. Let me tell you, these things don't get set up at one time. Very, very rarely, unless you're a big corporation, you can invest in having a lot of people help you at one time. These things don't happen overnight. And so take your time building out the ecosystem of your business. That was a huge, huge learning. And the ecosystem of your business is that all these different avenues of connecting with people. We also have a really engaged texting app. Like all these different avenues of connecting with people are really important because if one falls away, the whole thing doesn't come crumbling down, right? And that was huge. That was a big thing. And then the third really big learning is that your success, I posted this, your success is not tied to your Instagram. Your success is tied to you. My friend Lauren texted me that. She reminded me of that. It is so true. Our success and validation does not come from our Instagram following. It comes from you. So remember that you are your business. You are the thing. And I think about that often, like when I think about names for things, or like, what should I call this program? Or what should I call this? Or what should I, how should I brand that? It's like, it actually doesn't matter because it's not the branding, it's you. That's what people are attracted to. That's what people want to get into the energy of, want to learn from. It's you. It's not your brand. Yeah, that's an element that pulls people in, but ultimately it's not that. So all good, really powerful learnings. So I also just want to thank you. I want to thank all of you who have reached out, who have messaged me, who have sent love and visualized me being back into my Instagram account. That meant the world to me and it worked. So like all of that really, really helped. And you guys should have seen me. I was like, oh my gosh. I went from Sunday at 1:00 when this happened, panicking, hyperventilating, sad, angry, frantic, annoyed. Like I went through all these emotions. And then the next day I was like hopeful and grateful and excited. And I'm drumming in my living room and I'm like, thank you for getting me back in my account. Even before I was back in my account, I was just like praising for being back in, and all of it worked. So thank you guys so much. And so what ended up happening was I have like some of the best friends ever in my life. And my best friend Nola and her husband, they knew some people that worked at Instagram and Facebook. And so they were reaching out to people that they knew. And I was really hopeful for that. And so as I was waiting for that to come through, I had feelers out for other people. This other beautiful soul quantum queen, shout out. She was helping me. She had a connection with someone that worked at Instagram. That didn't work out, but I appreciate her so much. And everybody, I sent an email out and I asked everybody on my email list to send a report, like to report my account, just to bring Instagram's attention to it. And so I really appreciated all of that.
And we just kept reporting it, but honestly, nothing happened from that. It was like so bizarre. Like like Instagram never like reached out. Like it was so weird. And then this one beautiful soul, her name is Tanya, she messaged my client and she's like, oh my gosh, what happened to Ashley happened to me in the summer. And I think I have someone who can help her. And so I connected with her. She connected me with this awesome guy, Juan. And what he does all day, every day is help people that are hacked out of their Instagram account, get them back in. So he helps a lot of influencers, celebrities, and just regular people who really need their Instagram accounts back. Because it's one thing if it's a personal account, right? Like that sucks. But also if it's a business thing, it's like a whole nother level. And so I reached out to this Juan. She connected me with him, and he is like considered an ethical hacker, essentially. And so he says that he also works with Instagram, like for Instagram. I don't honestly, you guys, I have no idea what he does. I don't know. And I honestly don't care because he got me back into my account and I did have to pay for it afterwards. He only charges if you, he only charges if he gets you back into your account. And I am so grateful to him. I'm like, take all my money. No, but that's another lesson that I wanted to share is that it sucked that I had to pay. I had to pay a couple $1,000s to get back in. And I share that with you because number one, to me, it's worth it. You have to weigh if it's worth it to you or not, right? That's important. You have to figure that out for yourself, like what you would be willing to pay if that would happen. But number two, I am so grateful for the abundance of my business that allowed me to easily and effortlessly pay for that. And I didn't even bat an eye. I didn't even have to think about it. I didn't even want to negotiate with him because he was working with me for hours on WhatsApp, just like talking me through it. And the hackers came, like we got back in and then the hackers came back and then he had to get them out again. It was like a lot of work on his end. And I respect that. Like I respect that he had to do that. And so I didn't want to devalue anything that he did for me and negotiate with him. I was just like, okay, cool, done, whatever. I'm going to pay for it. Like, it's up to you. Like there's times where I negotiate for things in life and there's times where I don't. And I just was so grateful to be back into the account. He helped me set up my three-factor authentication and just like made this account secure. And he's, I told him that my Instagram name is still not changed back yet. You guys know that. I think I said that already. But yeah, so my Instagram name is like thequantum.coach. So yeah, that's fun. But I have to wait apparently 2 weeks to get that back, which I'm totally fine with. So, I wish that I didn't get hacked out. I wish I didn't have to pay for it. But at the end of the day, I learned so many valuable lessons. And I hope that me sharing this to you guys helps you stay safe and be more present to anything that you get messages around or potential, hacker things that happen. And just making you more aware that this can happen to anyone. Even if you are super aware, this can happen to you. And, unfortunately, my coach had gotten hacked out of her account, but she also got exactly what she needed. And she had thought about for a long time starting over on Instagram. And so this was it. She's starting over now on her Instagram. And she's getting so many followers, so much more engagement. And like it's working, right? Like it's working out for everyone because everyone's getting what they need. And that's life. We always get what we need to learn and to grow. And so there's so much here. I will put Juan's website in the show notes for you guys in case anyone ever needs to connect with him. He's really nice. But here's what I want to say. I just want to put a disclaimer. There's no guarantee that he can get you back into your account. I have no idea what he'll charge you. Everyone's a little bit different depending on the case. And then also, he does ask for personal information right up front so that he knows when you were hacked, how many followers you had, what your email was, what your phone number was attached to the account. Like, he asks you for things that he needs. And when you're in, when you have been hacked, it's like a feeling of violation, right? Your personal space feels violated. Something that you worked on feels violated. And you lose trust. So there have been some people that I've connected to Juan that felt like they couldn't trust him, even though I've already gotten back in my account. And I totally get that, because when you've been hacked, and some of these people multiple times, you feel like you don't know who to trust. And you feel like, oh, wait, is he actually the hacker? Like, no, he's not the hacker. He is one of the good guys, I truly believe. I had an amazing experience with him, and that's basically it. So, yeah, I'm going to leave his information, and like, if you reach out to him, that's on you. I don't want that to reflect on me. I just want to be able to give the resource. So whatever goes down between you guys, like, that's on you. And I'm just here to give the resource. And, you know, I'm not necessarily recommending him, because I want you to feel like you are recommending him for yourself. I'm just giving the information of what worked for me, and that's it. So I don't want people to come back and be like, Juan, da da da. That's on you. I think you get the point. And I say that with love, just because I don't want to be responsible for anything other than just like helping give you the information that helped me. So that is what happened when I was hacked. And so if someone asks for a link, make sure that it's legit, and don't just send them a random link, because I could guarantee you it's going to be taking you right out of your account, and then you're going to be really upset about it. So many lessons, so much to learn. This life, it's wild. It's a wild ride. So anywho, I would love for you guys to join me. Make sure you sign up for the Manifest 5-Figure Months event. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to learn what's blocking the portal of abundance in your business, how to value your time and money, and actually start charging for the transformation that you provide as a coach, healer, and service provider, how to attract people in their power who are ready to pay you for your work, gain a deeper trust in the universe and yourself to be able to go big in your business, your purpose, and your calling as a coach, entrepreneur, and beyond. So join us for that. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. I just adore you for being here and really giving yourself this time and space to be inspired. Giving yourself this time and space to go inward, to think about your life, to feel into your life in ways you haven't before. All right, y'all. We'll see you next week. Have a beautiful day. Woo! We did some work today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love my BAM fam. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who you know would love it too, because we live for the ripple effect over here. And how can you best support the show? Make sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review on iTunes, and let me know how the podcast has impacted you. I love being part of your real-time journey, so screenshot the episode and tag me and my guests on Instagram at ManifestWithAsh. Now say it with me. I am my own power source. I am the master of my own energy, and I deserve everything that I desire. We don't just talk about it over here. We be about it. Now go get 'em.